Hello, my name is Anthony Waite, and for my first discussion, I'm going to be covering nutritional labels. After this discussion, I hope to leave you with a better understanding on what to look for as far as nutritional labels and what's good and what's bad. So next time you're at the grocery store, you can make a relatively healthier choice with food selection. Nutritional labels are required by the FDA on all food products in order to list nutritional facts. Although they are facts, they may not be relatively healthy for you, so it's important to know what you're looking for when making a food decision or a food choice in the grocery store. On nutritional labels, the first area you usually see is a serving size. Always in standard measure, serving sizes usually come in cups or pieces. For example, a box of cereal may say serving size half of a cup, or a box of crackers may say serving size 10 pieces. It's important to note that all similar food sources will have the same standard measure. 2 boxes of cereal, no matter what the brands are, will always be required to be in cups, whether half of a cup or a full cup. That is to help you better compare the two as far as nutritional values go. Again, a box of crackers, 10 pieces may be 1 serving. Any other box of crackers will be labeled in pieces as far as serving size, so that you can compare the two as far as nutritional values. It's important to take note of the serving size when consuming the food as well. If you consume a full cup and a serving size is, say, half of a cup, and there's 150 calories per serving, you consume a full cup, it's important to note that so that you know the accurate amount of calories that you're consuming would be probably 300 in that case. With calories, you'll also see calories from fat underneath the calories column. It's important to note that the calories are usually in calories per serving or serving size. So again, if you have half of a cup as 150 calories, you consume a full cup, note that you'll have 300 calories that you have consumed. Calories from fat, anything that you see as far as calories from fat, if that number is at more than half the amount of total calories per serving, that food's probably not a healthier choice. That means that most of the serving size that you're eating is more than half of that food is fat, or half of that serving is fat. So for example, if you have 100 calories, 45 of which are from fats, taking that 9 calories are in 1 gram of fat, you can simply divide 45 calories divided by 9 will give you 5 grams of fat per serving. So again, 9 calories are in 1 gram of fat. The next label on the nutritional value is the nutrients. Some nutrients that you want to make sure that you get less of include total fat, cholesterol, sodium, and sugars. Now you don't have to be relatively zero, but you definitely want to have a lower percent of those values. Nutrients that you want to get more of include fiber, protein, vitamin A, calcium, and iron. Foods rich in those sources usually are relatively higher as far as a better, healthier food choice. Again, your carbohydrates you want to definitely get from whole grains such as brown rice, yams, pasta, whole wheat if possible, or oatmeal. Whole grain, anything whole grain, natural products are very good carbohydrate sources. Protein sources you can get from chicken, steak, any lean meat such as turkey, fish, any dairy products, low-fat milk, cheese, yogurts, cottage cheese. And fats, again, 30 to 35%, or 28 to 30%, I'm sorry, of your daily intake of calories should come from fats. Again, note that 9 calories on 1 gram of fat, so if you're on an 1800 calorie diet and you want, say, 30% coming from fats, it would be around 70 grams of fat per day. Alright, so again, fats, it should come from food sources such as almonds, any nuts as far as peanuts, natural peanut butter, avocados, and olive oil, or any kind of oils such as canola oil, olive oil, and again, any natural nuts, peanut butter, almonds are a good choice, and the avocados, of course. When looking at nutritional values, you definitely want to take into consideration what's actually on the box as far as nutritional column. Nowadays, most companies are putting, low fat, good source of fiber, whole grain, whole wheat, which it may be the case, but it's important to look at the nutritional label to see what else is in there that might be harmful, such as sugars, carbohydrates, even though it is a good source of calcium, is this product high in sugars? Is it high in fats? So they put misleading labels nowadays on food products to kind of misguide the person as far as purchasing their product. Although they are whole grains, are they enriched, such as whole wheat bread? A lot of whole wheat bread that you see today is enriched, white flour, or the first ingredient is sugar. When looking at the ingredients list, another good thing to note is the ingredients are always labeled by what's highest in as far as ingredients in the product. For example, if the number one ingredient is sugar, that product contains probably mostly sugar in its product when it was made. If it says whole wheat, whole grain as the first product, then that's probably a good food choice as far as breads. For example, if a food says enriched white flour, then whole grains, then sugar, that's probably not a healthy choice. That means it was processed, it has a lot of nutrients that have been diminished through processing, it was enriched, and it's probably high in sugars, and it's misleading because it says whole grains on it. So just because a product says maybe 100 calories per serving, note how many servings are in one box or how many servings you're going to be consuming, because it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be getting 100 calories per package. One package could contain 3 or 4 servings, and they're just not telling you. So it's always important to take note of each nutritional value as far as on the nutritional label. In conclusion, I hope that this gives you a better understanding as far as nutritional value goes and how to make a better food choice next time you're in the grocery store. It's also an interesting topic to share with the kids or your significant other. So maybe next time you're out grocery shopping, you can pull a box of cereal off the shelf and show your kids, okay, look, even though these Apple Jacks might say whole grain, whole wheat, you can help them find, what it really hiding as far as with the bad and the good. So it'd be a fun thing to take into consideration next time you're at the grocery store with the family, as far as making healthier food choices. Thank you, and I hope you found this informative.